Hey guys, Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another episode review of My Home Hero. And what a freaking episode, man. This show continues to be really damn good with what we get. And man, you get some revelations here that you think, like, okay, my boy Tetsuo is in a good position. And then next thing you know, things just go from bad to worse. You're like, oh, come the hell on, man. This guy cannot catch a break. And I'm just very interested to see where the story's going to go. But man, just to see that now Tetsuo, he's really truly getting into this thing. He's now deep into it, man. It's absolutely crazy. Like this guy, this dude, Kyotaru, I believe his name is. He made sure to like get everything down on this guy, so he isn't like trying to back down, and things like that. And it's just absolutely crazy. It's like this whole mindset that you better do what I tell you, otherwise I'm gonna freaking kill you, and then I'm gonna do this. Like I think one of the guys, the rest is like, if you don't show up, I'm gonna burn your house down. I'm like, what the? I'm like, what? Obviously the threat is the fact that they got like the image of him when he got beat up and he pretty much got his clothes stripped off, pretty much naked in the garbage. They have that, and the dude was like, oh please, the organization has it. We all have it. So we hold something over you, and we'll send it to each and every one of your contacts. Which, that's absolutely wild, man. That's just... It goes to show you that this organization, man, that's why you don't mess with these people. You don't mess with these people. It was just crazy, man, to see what this dude has to go through. And he pretty much has to listen pretty much full on to what Kyotaru is saying to him. And it's kind of like, oh, here's what you do. And then, as they're trying to find information of Nobuto and his whereabouts, they go to like this club area where we find out this Nobuto guy, again, he was a scummy guy. This dude had like freaking multiple girlfriends. We found out like he has this one girlfriend that legit was like his legit girlfriend, probably the number one lover. But you can obviously see like she knew about Reika and everything. It pissed this guy off because, obviously we know this guy had like other girlfriends, but he would like either kill them or like beat them up brutally to the point that they're in a hospital bed. And obviously it's like, well, at least he had one, I guess, fleeing or girl that he was 100% like with, and seemingly enough he actually cared about her and loved her the most. But just seeing and getting to hear her story and everything, it was pretty wild. The fact that this guy told her like, oh yeah, there was like this whole incident with the organization, and oh, guess what, I was kind of the main reason for it. It goes to show you, I was watching this, it was like, oh my goodness, this guy Tetsuo can get out of this situation, because this dude was actually going against the organization. He did a move against them. I'm thinking like, oh, this guy's gonna get freaking out of here. I'm like, he's gonna get out of here scot-free. He can just frame him and say, see, here's the evidence. He can tell the guy like, look, his girl said he did this, so he was against it. And his whole lie, the fact of like, he could just come up with a lie of saying like, oh, it was organizational members that killed him. He would have had to find some way to do it, but guess what? They could have did something. And he had the whole plan, the whole idea was all set up. And I'm like, okay, he's gonna get out of this scot-free. He really is. And next thing you know, boom, they end up both getting captured, and you have this guy say, well, guess what? You got three options to do. You either pay me $10 million or 10 million yen, pretty much. I forgot what the second option was. Or you do this job for me, which pretty much was you're walking into a situation where you're gonna more than likely die in a situation where you see this, I guess, this deal going on and everything, and you're supposed to get in the way of that. In reality, you're going to die, and which it's just that was absolutely crazy within itself, right then and there with what I saw there, like absolute insanity. That was crazy. And when they do, and then you find out in that whole car conversation, a guy that is like very sus of what Tetsuo is doing drops the word like, "You're the one that killed Nobuto, right? Didn't you?" And I was just like, "Oh man, this is absolutely crazy." Now, I don't think he's 100% convinced. I think he wanted to see if he got an answer out of him and everything. But no, they end up going. They end up trying to get involved. It looks like, dude got shot, so he has a bullet wound. And it looks like they managed to get out of there and in a way kind of fake their death. But the episode ends off with somebody, finding them, and looks like he's gonna shoot them right then and there. But the fact that these two characters, seemingly enough, it might be like a thing where like they don't like each other, but they know they got to work together for one common goal. Now, again, I don't know if this guy himself doesn't like the organization. He wasn't too pleased that he would end up getting replaced. So maybe he is going to be like kind of a dude that will turn on the organization and try to get revenge on them, and wants Tetsuo to work alongside him forcefully. Again, I don't know, man. This is a very interesting series. Now, the one thing before looked like, before that guy showed up looking like he was going to shoot him, he was talking about his mom and everything. I don't know if like he has a close connection with his mom. I'm guessing so. He had a close connection with his mom. I don't know, man, but another solid episode of My Home Hero, and I'm very excited to see where it's going to go from here on out. Our boy Tetsuo is in the deep shit now. It seems like he's leaving the wife completely out of the plan now. Can definitely understand that. He probably doesn't want her getting drove into this whole situation. Who knows? Maybe she does get back involved in this situation, but we'll see, man. The guy, he can't really do anything. The dude's being pretty much tracked, pretty much being like, he got a voice chip on him so he can hear whatever he's saying at the time. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of My Home Hero, as well as hit the subscribe button if you want to get more My Home Hero content. Till then, guys, stay safe out there and have a great rest of your day. Peace.